Okay. Now, you actually provided police escorts for certain drug deals.
Yes. Right.
Okay. Crazy.
Yeah. Well, you know what it
You
was?
provided.
So what it was, what it was they were like there was a lot of robberies of drug dealers from drug dealers going on, and they even mentioned Franklin and Coke in the movie. Like they were professional guys that would see these guys leave their businesses with their proceeds and with their drugs and even with their weapons. Now they're not walking around with their weapons out; they got them on them, whatever. And these guys would target them as they left their businesses or at the close of business when all the money was thick and try to rob them. So they asked us to escort them, be there when we close. It's like a bodega closing for the day, you know, and he's gonna put his, $3,000 in his pocket and needs an escort to his car to get home. You know, it was the same thing, really. It was a bodega closing down. The only thing is they weren't just selling Pampers, they were selling kilos, so they would unload their money in bags of fucking cash and bags of cocaine into their car, and we would escort them to their stash house.
Right. And there was actually a situation where there was a undercover bust of Diaz's bodega, which / drug house.
Right.
And you warned him about that.
Right.
So he was able to kind of clear everything out,
Right.
and he would have lost about $500,000 in cocaine that day.
Easily, yeah.
Okay. So you're warning him, you're giving him escorts.
Right.
You're providing bulletproof vests for his crew.
Yeah, I didn't like mine, so I gave it to him. Really, that's what it was.
Okay. Were you providing badges and guns as well?
No, I didn't go that far. No, but I did find some guns and give them throwaways. That we find guns all like you just find guns. They show up. Guns just pop up. And so yeah, I gave him a couple guns. Yeah.
Right. And Diaz said that the whole precinct was corrupt all the way up to the captain.
He talks good. He tells a good story. He didn't know the captain, although I don't know. Maybe he did, right? So.
Well, there was a situation where there's a guy who robbed Diaz, and instead of arresting him, you actually got him and turned him over to Diaz.
Yeah, that's sort of Hollywood there. So I did catch the guy, but he was with his wife. So it saved his life.
Okay. Now, you were also doing extortion?
I guess. You could do anything. You could do anything with a badge and a gun if the other guy's a criminal, But it was only the criminal element. It's like being a wise guy in a mob. They target each other. You're in a drug game, you're free game. It's part of the way it was. I mean, what are you gonna do? Call the police? Yeah, I just got extorted by the 75th precinct for 4 kilos and $80,000 in cash. Who do you call? The IRS?
Yeah, exactly.
You haven't reported that income in a while,
Right.